Okay, so here we have Sanguk and Szatmari Andras, and this is an interesting bout because Szatmari either kind of like phones it in an early round or like makes the final and wins world championships because right, like he's done it before.
Yeah.
He in 2017 he was not someone that I would have put even in my like top 10 list to win world championships, but he just fenced unbelievably that day. He beat Gu in the final, and
He fenced so well that day.
yeah, he fenced really well that day. And then there are other times when he loses to someone in the 64. I'm like, really? You lost to that guy? But I mean, in
I mean,
Hungary.
in fairness, he's been injured. At least for this season, he's been injured for most of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't just mean this season. I just mean in general he's a little inconsistent.
Yeah.
But
No, it's true. It is true.
yeah, but here in Hungary, I mean, he was fencing amazing. He's in the final, and he's won world championships before. So this is and O has won 2 World Cups this season. He's someone you can never count out. He was the people's choice to win world championships when I did a poll this year by like a wide margin.
Okay.
And another thing that's interesting about O is even when he's down, which spoiler alert, he will be in this bout. He has this amazing ability to stay calm, make huge adjustments, and bring it back or win the bout. So we're going to be watching it from that
Yeah,
perspective to see.
that's true. Actually, you look at his people admire him for like his physicality and the crazy touches that he can pull off, but he has a really calm head, which you often don't see in someone who just kind of, I don't know. It's really impressive to me that he came out of like not nowhere, but he had a really meteoric rise to the top.
Oh, he totally came out of nowhere. He got third at his first World Cup.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. But like he has this huge meteoric rise. Basically, does really well for a long time, and he's still capable of coping with not doing well. Like that's really impressive. I
Yeah,
think.
it is.
So
In this tournament specifically, he beat Lokanov, I think really badly. It was like 15-5 or something. And earlier in the season, he got beaten by Lokanov really badly. I think it was like 15-8 or 15-9. And just to like...
okay, I will say that bout with Lokanov earlier in the season, had been Lokanov had been way up, and Lokanov was up like I don't remember exactly what it was, but like 12-4 or something really ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And then O had a pretty substantive comeback. I think the score was more like 15-11.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I
Also...
remember seeing that bout, and then when I saw them lined up again at World Championships, I was really curious to see what would happen.
Exactly. And like you said, when he's weighed down, he's willing to change and try things when a lot of other people become not a lot of other, but some people become very stubborn. And I think it's the mark of a real champion to be able to, make those changes on the fly when you need to. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So we'll see what happens in this bout.
Is there no sound, or can you get sound and I just don't have it?
I've got sound.
I do not have sound.
Oh, that's weird.
Honestly, I think I may just not get it because Skype tends to Skype will block sound coming out of your computer,
Okay.
just to make sure that there's not a feedback.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, then I'm gonna just start that touch again with that
Just
in mind.
start the game out. I'll just deal with that not having sound.
When there's blade contact, I will let you know.
I'll ask if I can do that. Is that a stop cut? Did you
Yes,
get
it
the
was.
first Stop cut?
Yes, it was. So I loved this. This touch was great. I love, first of all, the pull that O makes.
Oh, yeah, it's a really nice action.
He totally, like, look at how threatening that is.
Yeah, he's pulling back at the last possible moment, missed by a tiny bit.
And is still
Textbook,
super
really.
on balance.
And then
Szatmári's already got him. Yeah, that was great.
that's, yeah, jeez.
When I see a touch like that to start the bout, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yep.
I also like when that touch is called because maybe O does land his foot a little bit early, but tactically, he won that action and he executed it well. So, I mean, the fact that the referee's calling that means that you have to go for a real action if you want to win the touch, and that makes people actually fence more, you know?
I agree, yeah. Can I see that one again?
Sure.
Okay, oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, it's kind of like,
He's not holding per se, but I think he's watching a little bit.
yeah.
Ooh, and that was a good tactic, like a good tactical wheel touch. Like you just hit him in prep, so the next logical thing to do is pull him short, because when you get hit in prep, you want to finish shorter.
Yep. Can I see that touch again, actually?
Sure.
So, what are they? I mean, what is O trying to do on that touch?
I think
Oh no, he's just going straight.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Szatmari takes a nice preem, but then just misses it.
I mean, O kind of takes a 4. A little bit.
Yeah. One more time. Yeah.
Jeez, Andrew, hold the camera steady.
It's between touches, it's fine. Oh, he almost got the stop hit on that one.
He did almost get the stop cut on that one. Honestly, that's an action that I think is probably should be stop cut.
Yeah.
Oh no,
He missed it, actually.
He missed it. I think if he hit the first, yeah, he missed the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
So that was sick.
Yeah, it was.
That's honestly something that we, given the way fencing is going right now, like we need to do more of. But so few people are like really have the guts to do that.
And what is that specifically that you're talking about?
So given the way that referees are calling reprise right now, so many people, they go forward pause and then try to win that reprise.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So forward pause fast. So if you both go forward pause, you can be pretty confident that your opponent is going super fast.
Yep.
Right? Like trying to go and win reprise. And so what Szatmari did there was go together, both pause. O tries to do that super fast reprise, and Szatmari's like, well, I know you're going super fast to me. I'm going to like take parry post or beat attack, or
Yeah.
basically come through your blade and just win the right of way that way. It's such a ballsy action. It's so effective when people are that desperate to hit reprise, and it's yeah, but it's hard to make yourself do so.
Yes, it is. It's interesting because there's people most of the time don't have any problem taking actions in the first zone, but there's this situation that is very underexplored, I think, which I've been calling the second zone, which is the reprise situation, where now all people want to do is go really fast and try to win that action with their feet. And if you're even slightly ahead, the referee will give that to you. But people don't make actions there very often. And one, it can be very effective to deal with someone who's going very fast. And two, it just looks sick, right?
Well, that's obvious. That's why we all fence, right?
Yeah, right. You just want to look sick, so.
No, I think I think that makes a lot of sense. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. There's a lot of opportunity there. It's basically just created by the way things are getting called now.
Mm-hmm.
It's, in fairness to those of us, to like the rest of us, it's also a really hard place to make an action.
Totally. I just think it's like
doing it in the first zone, right?
Yeah, definitely. I just think it's low hanging fruit because
it is. It certainly is. Unless we come back from the pandemic break and they've completely changed the way that they're calling everything again. Yeah,
totally. Which we won't know till the first World Cup. So
exactly,
it's the nature of the beast. I just think that like it's a very underexplored area, and I agree. It's certainly a place where people could be going for more interesting actions.
I agree.
So right now, it just looks like Szatmari is a little bit like a step ahead tactically.
Was that right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think that's kind of an angle. From this angle, I feel like it looks better for O than it really should be.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you can see O's blade like coming under Szatmari's arm. Even though Szatmari is like hitting him first, it just looks a little bit like Szatmari. When I saw it the first time, it just looked kind of like.
That's also an interesting philosophical point about fencing, is that things from the angle of, things from the person whose angle you are viewing more sharply from tend to look more like their touch than against them, which I think is a lot of the time why you'll see a coach flip out when a call is made, and from the center or a different angle, it looks very obvious. You're like, why is the person complaining about this? But from that person's angle, maybe a detail of like what the arm is doing is more accentuated, so it looks much more like that person's touch than it would from the center, which I think leads to a lot of fights.
Yeah. I mean, I think just from different angles, you get different impressions of what people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever post that video?
I did not.
Okay.
We can talk about that afterwards. Wow.
Nice touch.
Yeah. It is really hard to take a parry on someone who is intentionally making feint cut, but Szatmari did it anyway.
But he did that like double in.
Yes, he did.
Honestly, it's also really hard to take a parry against O, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like fake in, pull out, and O is going with feints, and then he's like,
again. Just stepped in again, exactly. Because O hits so hard, right? Like, even if you do get the right sector, you have to be in a very good position and use a little bit of force in order to actually stop the attack.
Yep.
In the finals of the Seoul Grand Prix, O was down 7-2 to Szatmari and ended up winning the whole tournament, so...
Okay, so you actually just heard me at the time I was recording this say that in the Seoul finals, O was also down 7-2 to a different Hungarian and won that bout. So, and I think the two of us actually analyzed that, didn't we?
Did we? I don't think so.
Maybe,
I don't think you and I did that.
Maybe it was a different O Salagi bout.
O was down 7-2 to Szatmari and ended up winning the whole tournament, so...
No, I don't think so.
Wow, nice pull.
Nice.
And that attack was so patient. And really long.
You and I analyzed Hasalagi from Algiers.
Okay, gotcha. I'm not really sure what Szatmari was trying to do there.
Can we see it again?
Yeah. Oh, maybe he was trying to go for stop go.
He was trying to go for stop go / pull short. he set it up really badly.
Yeah,
It was just kind of, I mean, honestly, this happens all the time in fencing. You have an idea, and you kind of execute it, and even if it's a good idea, I mean, just watch it again.
Sure. Want slow or normal speed?
Normal speed is fine. I just want to watch it one more time and take a closer look at what O was doing. So O was watching.
Yes.
So it maybe wasn't the best idea, but it was also just not executed well. He kind of was like he was already in and stopping before O had really committed to anything. And if you stop before, so O is still watching here, and now O is like, yeah, now I'm going to go, and Szatmari is like, oh, I'm not really ready for anything.
Yeah.
He went in. He also just kind of went in way too deep.
Yeah, which especially against someone as tall and as long as O is kind of a dangerous thing to do. That was nice. But again, because he didn't, yeah, he didn't go in nearly as deep that time.
Yeah, basically, I mean, okay, what was Szatmari trying to do last time? That's what Szatmari was trying to do last time. Although...
That distance, look at that.
Yeah. Although it's also just a difference in O's execution of the attack. I mean...
Yes, he was trying to finish faster, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can just see O's first preparation step on both of those touches was the same. The difference is that something that he saw on the first one made him realize that Szatmari was going back, and he added an extra step. And this time, he thought Szatmari was going forward and did a direct lunge.
So what would you be saying to each of these guys during the break?
Oh, I haven't actually been thinking of the bout in those terms, but I would be telling O to pull Szatmari more, I think. I don't think Szatmari's hit a touch that O's tried to pull him on.
Yeah, the two times that O has gone for a backwards action, he's been successful with both of those.
Yes, I mean he lost the touch one time, but he still got the action.
Yes, exactly.
For Szatmari, I would be telling him to keep the pressure on, to try to, like, it's a high stress situation, keep that pressure on, and really, and basically try to make O keep running at you fast.
Yes.
Because Szatmari is taking O's fast attack apart.
Yes, he's even doing a good job against the slow attack. When O is attacking him in the middle, it seems like he's winning more often than not.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. They called that attack no. Interesting. Maybe because of the big step on the first one.
Oh, we'll watch it again. I think because of the search.
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of on the border of what I think is reasonable for that call. I don't think it was unreasonable exactly, but...
So, I have a question. So before when Szatmari was going backwards and we were kind of confused by what he was doing, I think he actually was going for this same action. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. But on the one that we were like, on O's fourth touch, Szatmari didn't go back at all. He kind of stood in place and just, he was like pulled his arm back and then threw it forward again.
Yeah.
There's no motion with his foot. He was trying to do that defensive action, but he didn't really execute it with his feet, I don't think.
This was definitely a more well-executed version of whatever he was trying to do before, for sure.
Yeah.
Is that the first long attack Szatmari has tried to do?
I think so, yeah. Like, really deep.
And so this one, I think, failed because his balance was not very good. Because, right, on the other ones, he's been in when he tried to take the parry or do something, but here he's back and kind of, like, trying to receive the action instead of stepping in and taking it himself.
Maybe. I also think that he's not. O is attacking against that
parry that he was getting hit by before.
That he's doing, like even that one that Szatmari got, O is attacking against that parry. Szatmari got a close call basically.
Yeah.
And I think that if I were Szatmari, I would honestly, I think you gotta hit him in prep. Now might not be the right time to do it, having just lost a couple of attempts at distance in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of think you need a fast attack.
Yeah, totally. Because if you don't show O that he can't keep making long attacks and holding at you, he's just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, let's see. Maybe he'll do a short attack right now.
But then, honestly, if I were O, I'd try to pull him short on this touch. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's actually the best action to do. Oh, nope. Guess he should have done that short attack.
Yeah.
That's why O is world champion and I am not.
And I like that from O because what he's doing has been working. So he's just going to keep doing it until Szatmari shows him that it's not going to work anymore. I would guess that O's probably going to do the same thing right now again.
Yep.
And there we go. Now that it's stopped working, maybe he'll change his tactics in the center, but
also, I mean, Szatmari basically changed that up. He realized that O wasn't committed to. He wasn't really committing. He wasn't watching so much. He was just doing a long attack, and so he just added a couple extra steps back to pull.
Yeah. For O, a long attack is different than a short person. So he can both throw his arm quickly, like make a quick reaction, and still make it a long attack.
Right, but he wasn't watching to set up to like start pushing Szatmari down the strip.
Yes, I think
he was going to finish in the box, or he wasn't.
Yes, what I mean is like I think that on the previous touch, Szatmari was trying to pull him short, but didn't quite have the distance to do it. Like the timing was right, but because O's short attack, quote unquote, is so much longer than most people's would be, he got hit by it. But this time, he had the right timing and moved all the way out of the way. But then he got hit by a defensive action, so.
I mean, it's really hard, especially in a bout like this, where you feel like the other person's coming back, or honestly, where you're coming back. It's really hard psychologically to deal with that. You're like, no, I did the right thing. I did it right. I got it, and then I threw it away at the end.
Yeah. And so it's interesting, in the beginning of the bout, Szatmari had a 7-2 run, and now O has had a 7-2 run.
Yeah.
So it's totally flipped.
In the finals of Seoul as well as here, he has outscored Szatmari 7-2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's O's signature touch, which I've been calling the reverse frog. He gets so in with his legs, and then I don't know. It's just I don't see anyone else doing an action like that. The reverse
Yeah.
frog.
I mean, honestly, I think Szatmari did the right thing there.
I did too.
I really do. Like, I don't know what I would say to him as a coach. I think that was the right action to do at that time. And honestly, the only thing you can do is kind of accept that you lost that touch and then try to use that to build on to your game in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because for all that, I don't think that was premeditated from O. Right? I don't think he's doing that action premeditated. So he's still going to feel the pressure of that fast attack.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can do something to build off of it still.
Yeah, makes sense. You can build off of even unsuccessful touches. You just need to be disciplined when you do. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he hit the guard. Okay.
No. It again, the right action. Just
He looks so deflated.
yeah, he does.
Oh, that wasn't even. Oh, did close distance parry.
Yep. It's the same touch that O has tried to go for twice, and the last time he did it.
I think O is actually. I think he's like covering that to avoid the attack and prep,
Yes, that's what he. Go ahead.
so he can extend his attack. So
Yeah.
he's basically attacking against the long attack, but also covering that 4 against the attack and prep.
Yeah, that's the one that he got. I think it was the first touch after the break. So
That Szatmari got.
yeah, sorry. So
Yeah,
we're at 9:23 right now.
Yeah, no, I remember because it's like search for the blade and.
Yeah, I just
Szatmari.
no, it's good. I just want to show what that looked like. Yes, this one.
Yep,
So
this is it.
here he goes forward and he makes a little search to 4 as well because he's trying to remove the attack and prep as a problem. And he missed, so he lost the touch, and that's the way it should be. But in this case, when Szatmari did try to go for attack and preparation, he got it.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty effective action in a lot of situations
Yeah,
because
if you make it small.
People like going for attack and prep in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Because they see the opportunity and they kind of have a habit of where do I want to go.
Yeah,
They want to go fast, and so they tend not to think about target as much.
yeah. And that can be a problem at this level when people notice everything that you're doing.
Definitely.
I think it was the first time Szatmari has crossed O's on guard line and hit him quickly. Like most of the time he misses and has to go back, or he's been hit in prep. I think every other time actually.
No, there's the one where O missed the stop cut at the end of the strip. At the
Oh
very
yeah,
beginning.
that's right.
Attack left.
Yeah. Ooh, Simul.
Right.
I thought that was attack left as well. That could again be a function of the angle that we're watching from.
Could be, yeah. Is this... He's got to do that. He's got to do that double step pull.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like obviously it's really hard to pull out short, but honestly I think it's harder to parry him. Szatmari's doing a really good job of it at the beginning, but just switch to the pull.
Yeah, especially now that O is watching for that parry.
Yeah.
It's going to be even harder. And so now O is just way ahead of him tactically.
Yes. I mean, I don't think that was... Honestly, as you said, O is just doing the same thing over and over again. Not in a bad way, like in a good way.
Yeah.
He's got something that's working and he's just doing it.
And Szatmari can't deal with it.
And Szatmari can't deal with it. But except he did deal with it. He dealt with it once by pulling him short, or twice actually, by pulling him short. Right?
Yep.
And I just feel like even on that one, he went to that target that O's been covering.
Yes, he did.
Like,
But I do like that he made a short attack, even though I personally wouldn't have hit to that line, because it's been mostly O making holding long attacks against him.
but now he could probably pull him, like, pull like 3 or 4 steps. He's fast. He's good at it.
Oh. That was a little bit, I think a little bit of luck, because he missed there and just kind of flailed and got him on the remise. So missed there.
Yeah.
Wow. Still almost pulled him short.
Almost got away.
It's amazing how hard it is to land a clean hit in high-level saber fencing.
2 steps, 3 steps, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying in the very beginning, right? Like,
It's the right idea.
yeah. Like, the ref's not going to give a touch like that. And I like the implication of that on the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, honestly, O did something different in that action than he did in the other ones. So, well, maybe not actually. I think he watched a little longer in his preparation. Hard to say, but
Yeah, the whole bout he's been having a lot of success with this, like, this one prep step. Sweeping 4 away with, like, a small search, and then making a deep attack. And here, he doesn't even feel the need to sweep 4, it looks like. Or maybe he does, yeah, he's still doing it.
he does. Yeah, he does right there.
And the way he does it, it almost just looks like a change in lines. And then he's just whacking him. So it's going to be really hard to parry that, like we were talking about.
You can see Szatmari is like he's not stepping. His back foot is kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I think is why he's having trouble. I think is why he's having trouble pulling that short
Yeah.
and like actually taking those multiple steps. But honestly, again, not a terrible idea. Just not really.
Yeah, great fencing from Szatmari in the beginning. Great adjustment from O in the second half.
Yeah, it really is. Szatmari had that one touch that worked. Can we watch that one again? Was it like O's 9th or 10th touch?
Which one are you talking about?
The one where he pulled O short and then couldn't land the attack.
Oh, yeah, it was after...
Or O got like a really nice cruise fair on the attack. It wasn't really Szatmari's fault.
No, it wasn't that one. It was shortly after it, though.
Was it?
No, it was because I made a comment that O had done the same thing 3 times in a row and been successful all 3 times. And then O did it a 4th time, but Szatmari pulled it short. But I don't remember exactly when.
It was before this.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I just kind of want to watch Szatmari's like execution of that action.
In the finals of solo as well.
No, that's not it either. I can't find it.
Oh well, not a big deal. Because I just kind of wanted to look at it because it's really hard in a bout as a fencer to be like, as if somebody watching it's easy to be like, just do it like you did that time.
Yeah, it's
But it's really hard to actually do that as a fencer.
yeah, easier said than done.
And so I kind of wanted to just see what the specifics were.
This is it. Yeah. I'm going to slow it down this time so we can watch the footwork a little more easily. I think he's showing a little bit more of a threat at this moment when O has to make a decision as to whether he should extend his attack or finish. Like right here, O has to decide, and Szatmari is
already moving backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's still threatening, and then already moving backwards. Yeah.
And then, as you say, he gets preesed.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, really nice touch by O, too.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
It was good. Mostly what you'd expect from a world championship final.
yeah, potentially by two world champions.
Yeah, a lot of good back and not back and forth, but a lot of good adjustments being made, or at least trying to be made. Like you could see Szatmari was trying to do things, they just weren't always working.
Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of the things he was trying to do at the end of the bout were good ideas, actually. It's funny because my impression when I watched this bout was that Szatmari, when I watched it in person, was that Szatmari had not, like, just looking at his body language, you can see, like, oh, he's deflated, like, he's not really as intense, and, like, this and this, but he was coming up, like, watching it again, he's coming up with good ideas and just having a really hard time making them work.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I felt exactly the same. I feel exactly the same way every single time I fence O.
Yeah, it's funny. I think we actually commented about this in the Szatmari Reshetnikov bout that we watched, that Szatmari is always a very emotive fencer, and whether he's like winning or losing, it doesn't seem to change his ability to perform very much. Where like some people, you see them get very deflated and it's like a sign that the person is either about to give up or is losing confidence in themselves or something, but Szatmari just kind of always does that when he loses touches. So, but yeah, it's interesting because like there's the whole mentality that you want to play your cards very close to your vest, and then there's also the mentality that he has where you just like show everything all the time, but the mentality behind it is always the same. So
Right.
It's two very interesting mental styles for sure.
Definitely.
And O is definitely the latter of that. Like, you never know what he's thinking. He very rarely displays any sort of emotion on the strip other than, like, a quick yell. Like, that's it. Even he just won World Championships, and he yelled once and, like, was kind of smiling a little bit, but, like, that's all. I actually zoomed in on him a lot, because I was like, come on, smile, laugh, celebrate, do something. But he never did. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching that with me. That was good.
Good times.
Yeah.